Hey, and welcome back to Photo Memory Planning. Today I am using Good Vibes from Crate Paper and several other mix and match different little stickers and pull-aparts from this collection. Let's get started on what happened this week, or this past week actually. I'm using all these little pieces and scraps from the Good Vibes 6x6 collection. They're actually the tear parts that are at the very top. I really like to use these for smaller pieces just like this. This is a great example to use up all those little perforated pull apart edges. I thought it was a great way to incorporate scraps. So I'm sharing just a tip here, and if you have other ways that you use your scraps, I'd really love to know. I think this is one of the funnest ways to use up those things. So I'm decorating the top and the bottom with this. And this past week, it was a very much slower week considering we did travel for the past 2 weeks and had family over. From my last video, you know what I'm talking about. So obviously we had family over for Easter weekend. That was the last weekend that was very activity oriented. So the following Monday, I had a massage. I went to my lady who does massages for me. I go once a month, and it was very much needed. And she's not a chiropractor, but through the massage, I was so stressed out, so tense that my back started popping, which she had to be careful with because she's not a chiropractor, but all the stress, just a simple massage was all it took for me to pop. And then on Tuesday, you see the picture of my son right there. I am having a battle with my son. He does not like his smile with braces, and it makes me so sad because he's a very handsome man. I mean, I'm his mom, so I'm biased, but I think his teeth, they're not crooked at all, and he swears like they are. They're not. And he's already almost a year into braces, so his teeth are pretty straight, and he's not liking it. He's not having it when I tell him to smile, so I have to catch him in the middle of a conversation, and then he goes, why'd you take a picture of me? And it's a whole thing with him, but I want those pictures for me. I don't post pictures of him that are not approved of him. And I mean, this is one of my favorite pictures. My son and his smile. He's a very good looking guy, and I mean, like I said, I'm biased. And then on Wednesday, my husband is a truck driver. If I haven't mentioned that before, I'm letting you know now. He is a truck driver, and he is such a hard worker. I feel like truck drivers are very underappreciated. They're the ones that were bringing all our food. They never stopped when COVID was going on. He continued working. They all continued working, and on Wednesday, he did his certification to pull 3 trailers, and these guys work rain, snow, thunderstorm, wind, and during this past week, it was really rainy. We had hail and hard winds that were 60 miles per hour winds here, and he was a trooper, and he did it, and I was so proud of him. He was nervous. He said he was getting certified, and his trainer told him, you got to hold on to the steering wheel or we'll be knocked over. So that doesn't scare me at all, right? As a wife. But he did it, and I was very proud of him. On Thursday, it was it was an easy day, but I did later on put a picture there of the springtime that is popping up. So you'll see that in a little bit. On Friday, my daughter, she sneaks pictures of my son again. But this time it was during school time, and he was talking to his teacher about a test, and she happened to be walking through the halls, and she does a teacher's assistant on one of her classes. So she was walking by, and she snuck a picture of him talking to the teacher. And little moments like that I really appreciate, because you always wonder, what are your kids doing at school? How are they doing? Are they like messing around with friends? Are they in a group project? And she'll send me little pictures like this every so often. I was definitely trying to add in a picture of my husband and my daughter in there, but it just didn't it didn't go with the layout, so I popped that out. I do take several pictures throughout the week. See, that's the little papers that I'm talking about at the very beginning. I use those little scraps. Those are my favorites. And then Saturday, my son had an away game, and by away game, I mean like 4 hours away, and they decided to do a bus thing, and my husband and I, we didn't go. None of the parents went because it was far, and I mean, my son said he didn't want us to go anyways. He wanted time to hang out with his friends, I guess, on the bus ride and stuff. So he gave us permission to stay back, which I was pretty glad because I was really tired. And so my husband and my daughter and I went to the farmers market, and there was a stand there that had fresh waters and quesadillas, and it was delicious. Then on Sunday, we did a family thing where we went to the movies and we watched the movie The Lost City. Really funny. And then we got ice cream at a place called Salt and Straw, and it was fun and delicious. Thanks for stopping by.